PackUK is the vehicle that brings about packaging EPR. And what's happening with that is it's moving the costs of managing packaging at end of life from local authorities and citizens back to the people who put it on the market.
So the cost of collecting the material by councils is what drives the charges, the fees and charges that are put back to the producers. And PackUK then will have that responsibility of having a mechanism to redistribute those fees and charges to local government, to local councils, to help them improve their recycling capability and capacities, both in terms of effectiveness, in other words, their recycling rates, and their efficiency, in other words, the cost of collection.
PackUK is a really important way to unlock the circular economy for packaging recycling. Today, too much packaging ends up being incinerated, ends up in landfill, or being exported overseas, and that's not a good enough outcome. We need to treat packaging as a resource, so we can use packaging once and then keep reusing it again and again and again. That has environmental benefits, it makes us greener, it makes sure our packaging is more appropriate for the world that we want to live in. It also has economic benefits. If we get this right, then we can unlock new infrastructure, new investment in recycling, and we can create that genuine circular economy.
So for the waste management organization like Veolia, to develop these required new recycling infrastructures, there's two critical parts we need. The number one is the demand for recycled material, so an end market which is incentivized to include a higher recycled content into items such as packaging. And the second one is to have packaging extended producers' responsibility implemented, and that's to support, on the long run, the investment into these large facilities.
PackUK is just the most exciting opportunity. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime chance that we're bringing out a system that will change how packaging is designed, put on the market, dealt with by consumers and managed at end of life. We're really having a whole rethink in the way that packaging is managed throughout the UK.
All successful EPR schemes overseas, and by successful it's those who increase recycling rate and create reusable packaging over and over again. Every single one of those is led by producers for producers. Very often producers will lead overseas schemes through vehicles such as a producer responsibility organisation or a PRO. The Food and Drink Federation is working with obligated producers from all across industry, whether that's cosmetics or construction materials or retailers or manufacturers outside food and drink manufacturers themselves, to build a producer responsibility organisation so we can work together to really drive value out of the investment we're making in EPR.
So for the last 6 years, DEFRA and PackUK have been widely engaging with the whole industry with numerous working groups, interviews, sprint groups, and exchange of information to allow PackUK to launch and implement at pace efficiently this new packaging extended producers responsibility system.
PackUK has a scheme administrator steering group which is made up of a whole myriad of representatives who represent the whole spectrum of packaging, from producers to local councils, to other government jurisdictions, to the Environment Agency, to the Four Nations. And as a member of that steering group, it has been an excellent opportunity to influence and to inform and to help to shape how the regulations will be enforced and how PackUK will actually operate in the future.
One of the things that I really like as being part of the PackUK team is in the future we're going to be able to walk around a shop and look at the packaging on the shelves and go, I did that, and that's a pretty cool thing to be able to say.